I can watch Sushmita Sen talking to a tree for an hour if she wants me to. Can I believe her as a 25-year-old though? Dekho aage and find out. Hey all, my name is Sucharita. Swagat hai mere channel par. We've been doing so many fun interviews, reviews, and there's more cool stuff that's lined up. Aaj I'm talking about Tali, a 6-episode series directed by Ravi Jadhav, starring Sushmita Sen as Shri Gauri Sawant, now streaming for free on JioCinema. For once, here is a production where a shapeless exposition-y voiceover exists for a reason. Gauri Sawant is telling her story to a white journalist, Amanda. The journalist is shadowing Gauri on a momentous day. From what I understand, it's 2014 and Gauri is about to find out the result of National Legal Services Authority versus Union of India on their petition to declare transgender people as the third gender, allowing them access to basics like Aadhaar cards and passports. Someone throws ink on Gauri's face to show their displeasure. She now has to move to a police station to await someone who'll come and write her report. As she waits, she recalls episodes from her life to Amanda. Writer Kshitij Patwardhan then takes us back to the 70s to meet a boy named Ganesh, growing up in Pune with the police-wala father slowly robbing this child of happiness by refusing to acknowledge that his son could be other things than cisgender male. Talented young actor Kritika Deo steps in to play a young Gauri going through puberty and young adulthood. Through that time of her life that's probably left the deepest scars on her now, shaping this now activist's personality. Through the rest of the remaining episodes, Gauri stays at this police station, but we move forward from the 70s, Pune to Mumbai, finally making her way to Delhi for the judgment. I will admit I'm not familiar with director Ravi Jadhav's work. A look at his filmography though tells you that as a storyteller, he has been interested in exploring patriarchal rules in Maharashtrian homes, dictating how various genders must behave. At least two of his more famous works, Nude and Natarang, have this concern at heart. I invite you to tell me more in the comments below this video. His gaze upon Gauri's life is part bemusement and part unabashed awe, working extra hard to not let the bemusement turn her into an abnormality to be ogled at. The show is trying to figure how a mother, caregiving, loving, possesses the strength to lift a car if her child is trapped underneath it. Once the awe of the moment washes over, it is amusement that would lead to exploring what causes a human to abandon their regular reaction to stimuli so rapidly. Show needs Gauri to transform from loving, soft amma to big, hulking, unafraid mama bear many times over at crucial moments. Highlighting this contrast, this duality of Gauri's personality seems evident because these scenes, these moments where Sushmita goes from silently sitting to menacingly swaying, from pleading to powerful in a split second, is where Tali is at its emotional best. Every impactful frame is designed and delivered with wonderful intent. Sushmita Sen is incredible in these bits, more on that later. But the show falters, unfortunately, in the softer sequences, I wish I was allowed to be with Ganesh in more of his vulnerability, wishing I could become the mother he needed, reprimanding, hating his father. A young kid talking about self-harm away and alone from their family doesn't automatically become gut-wrenching because it's raining outside. In fact, the setting contributes to it feeling more like a setup, like a hurriedly put-together stage play for a small audience, only going over broad things like this is grief, this is abandonment, this is now sadness. You know, you could be raising a demon child, a criminal, a person with all the flaws in the world. But the very specific heartbreak of a parent telling their teenager, just on the brink of adulthood, that they just aren't good enough, Tali doesn't pause long enough to explore this feeling, thereby failing to lay the groundwork it's desirous of, exploring the childhood trauma that made Gauri the activist she became. Despite the significant time spent on the many flashback sequences, they felt like mere mentions.
ट्रांसजेंडर को लीगल राइट मिलना कितना जरूरी?
जितना एक बच्चे को उसकी माँ मिलना.
In Greta Gerwig's Lady Bird, Saoirse Ronan begging her mother to talk to her as she washes dishes with a silent violence broke me in a way that allowed me to release something hidden away deep. I haven't watched the movie a second time mostly because I don't think I can handle it. More recently, there was Ali Junejo as Heather going through the duration of the film Joyland, just hoping to win his father's approval, only to end up losing everything. While Ganesh has been treated with respect and empathy in Tali, no doubt, I can't help but feel there is a deeper layer of the story there left uncovered. The show then asks you to believe that Sushmita Sen is now a grown-up Ganesh, and my apologies, all suspension of disbelief considered, the oversized clothes and overtime working wigs along with an aggressive 5 o'clock shadow are not it. If de-aging was an issue due to budget constraints, might it have been prudent to cast another actor for the parts of Ganesh's life, before transition. Having said that, I do not recall ever seeing a sequence with a trans person returning home after gender-affirming surgery. The visual of a movie star like Sushmita Sen hobbling and falling after surgery does more to normalize this conversation than 100 seminars one can take their parents to. The show remains devoted to explaining why Sushmita has been cast in the role which in an ideal world would go to a trans actor. The idea, I don't think, is to create something Sushmita will win awards for. The whole bit with her playing a 20-something so shakily ensures that. But to make sure that enough people are intrigued and interested in the show for it to successfully make its point that trans rights are human rights. We are finally moving toward the kind of cinema, and I'm using the word loosely here, where a trans character yelling in pouring rain is not the heralding a murder that's about to occur, but it's rage at being denied dignity after one of them has died. Sushmita as Gauri sits outside a hospital, rocking side to side, barely able to contain her fury. Slowly, more trans women join her, surround her. The rain is blurring lines, giving this peaceful but angry sit-in the vibe of a seance. Gauri perhaps is finally here, able to make peace with that little boy that died the day he left in the pouring rain, never to see his home again. Sushmita Sen single-handedly here manages to give the downpour a whole layer of significance added that entire sequence failed to do earlier in the show without her. Y'all, she even makes the cheesy sequences work, yeah. A montage of Sakhi Foundation workers rescuing abandoned babies all over Mumbai ends with Gauri picking one up and saying, with every kid she finds, her life increases by 5 years. And it's so simplistic, yet when I tell you, I sobbed. In another kind of loose sequence, Gauri walks out of a school building after becoming the first trans person to score a teaching position. A group of students are heard reciting the Jhansi Ki Rani poem in a classroom. Gauri finds a Jhansi Ki Rani portrait in a hallway and she sees her reflection in it. I mean, this has happened many times before. We've seen this in many things. But knowing that Sushmita Sen actually shares a birthday with Jhansi Ki Rani made me faltu ka senti only. Tali creators Arjun Singh Baran and Kartik Nishandar, the whole major billing, by the way, is exclusively cis men as far as I can tell. They want the show to be helpful to the LGBTQIA+ causes by reminding us कि भारत एक पुल्लिंग शब्द है पर फिर भी हम उसे माँ बुलाते हैं. These kind of lines are there, but they just fall a little short of making the world feel lived in. You see a group of trans women arrive at a charity event, they're spitting pan everywhere, making a mess of the food tables, being generally rude and obnoxious. What you don't see is why the group chooses to assert their dominance in such a rude way. The real Shri Gauri Sawant explains this in a talk that I'm going to link right here, and she says that spitting red pan on pristine white walls was her way of releasing pent-up anger. Also, inexplicably, a whole subplot is developed with the rival trans leader looking to usurp Gauri, threatened by the attention she had begun to get, which just went nowhere. Forget closing the loop on that. The character, revealed with much pomp and show as the cliffhanger of a whole episode, is just simply never mentioned again. After I finished watching the very bingeable 6 30-minute episodes, I found myself seeking out stories from Gauri Sawant's life. After Neeraj Ghewan's incredible Vicks ad made Gauri famous, she went on to give many more public talks, candidly and freely sharing her life story, engaging with the audience after patiently talking, listening and answering even the inanest questions with a grace I know few to possess. Watching her for 3 to 4 hours enriched my life. If the show births that motivation in a fraction of its viewers, it's a job well done, no?
गली की लड़ाई आखिर दिल्ली तक पहुंच ही गई.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, Tali is 6th episode, might be my favorite of the lot. Jio Cinema पर stream हो रहा है, देख कर बताओ. जाने से पहले subscribe कर लीजिए channel को. We are getting close to 100. My name is Sucharita. Sushmita, if you're watching, I'm obsessed with you. And thank you for stopping by.